Thinking about buying a boat today. I actually found a Sea Pro boat that is going up for auction, and here I'll go through the photos. It's owned by the city. I wonder if this was maybe abandoned by someone and they took possession of it, or maybe it's their boat. I have no clue. I haven't seen this boat in person. I should have looked at it, but I was pretty busy. But it has a 90 Yamaha on it. Might be a problem right there when towing it. The motor looks pretty clean, but all this will clean up, all these leaves, and, put some bleach on there. It'll turn bright white. So the price right now is $4,200 to one. I want it. I guess I want it. Sight unseen. So I just got to the auction place and I'm going to pay my bill. Came out to $5,900. I'm praying that it's not junk. I haven't even seen it yet. This is the first time I'm looking at it. Doesn't look too bad. It's just dirty. I don't know what this is right here. Seems to be pretty solid. Needs a really good detail. Looks like there's two live wells in here. Now I gotta make my own bearing cover. I have a fresh battery in here and I'm gonna hook up the battery terminals to it, take my plugs out, do a compression check, and hope for the best. (130 psi), 125 psi. At 128. I'm actually gonna clean everything to make sure that I have a clean boat to work on. I'm gonna use my blower to blow all these leaves out. There's a bunch of stuff in here, and after that I'm gonna get my washer and just clean everything up. So this is how it turned out. My main goal was just to get the inside clean because it was a disaster in here. I'm gonna take this off. Someone put a piece of plywood up here, so that's gonna come off. We have a small issue. I'm not getting spark on the middle cylinder, but I'm getting spark on the top and bottom cylinder. I have another flywheel here, stator, and a CDI box, so I'm definitely gonna figure this out right now. I got everything back on, and my problem ended up being a bad stator that's located underneath the flywheel. Put a used one in, and I'm getting spark in all three cylinders now. Getting ready to pull the carburetors off. I'm gonna fully clean them, pretty much service the whole engine, and after that, we're gonna start her up and we'll see how she runs. The motor's completely serviced, and now I'm just gonna start it and we're gonna see how she runs. What I'm going to be doing is I'm going to see what switches work and what doesn't. I need to remove this steering wheel, take this whole panel off so I could access all the switches. been playing around a little bit with the wiring. I got all these lights to work. This is the main power cable. I am getting 12 volts there. That voltage should be dispersed to the other connectors, and if I go to the second one, I'm not getting anything. Well, the connector is completely corroded and it's broken off completely. I just finished installing the fuse for the main power cable, and I got all the switches working and everything, which is great. I do have to replace the live well pump that's in there. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna install my marine head unit. It's gonna go right here. I have to cut that out with the jigsaw. I bought 4 speakers that I have to put into. There we go. Fits really good. So I got the 4 speakers in. Right now I'm going to be installing transom lights. Just installed my transom lights. I have the wiring ran all the way through to the console. It actually looks pretty good and can't wait to see what it looks like at night. I went ahead and I bought a fish finder chart plotter online. Got a pretty good deal on it. The guy never used it, just sat in the box, so I'm gonna start installing it onto the center console. There it is, it's powered up. So I went ahead and I purchased brand new wheels. The tires on this trailer, they were going out. They're not the greatest. And I'm also gonna put these fenders on because the fenders on this trailer, they are damaged on both sides, as you can see. So I finished completely installing everything, and everything is fitting perfectly. The fenders are on really good. I'm gonna call it a day, and I'm gonna start working on this boat tomorrow. I'm going to attempt to unclog the main fuel line. I'm getting no fuel out of here. I have a feeling that because the boat was sitting for so long that there is something blocking it in the main pickup tube in the fuel tank. So I'm gonna have to go underneath the console and locate main fuel line is, and I'm gonna have to just pull it out and see if it's clogged in the line, or most likely the pickup tube. This freaking sucks, trying to get the fuel line off of the connection. I'm going to take this piece of wire and stick it in the inlet where you hook up your fuel line. Whatever's in there, hopefully this clears it out. I'm actually pumping the fuel out. I'm just curious on what the fuel looks like. It's pretty dirty, so I'm gonna have to pump all this out. She's in the water. Everything is working fine so far. It's a little windy, and we'll see what this boat has. This 90 has been running really good. I had zero issues. I'm just gonna park here at this island. So I'm gonna turn on the live well pumps just to make sure that they're working properly. And both live wells are filling up. The boat is running actually a lot better than I thought. It actually handles really well around turns and on waves. I had no issues on that motor, and that was my main goal. I just want to make sure that when I actually officially take it out with a group of people, I would run into no issues. I'm gonna put this boat back in the trailer, and I have to start work on it so I could officially take it out and enjoy it. Finally back to the boat ramp. I had Michigan Wheels sent me a aluminum propeller with the hub kit. I appreciate you guys sending that. And if you guys need a propeller, check them out. I will leave the link in the description. Looks pretty nice. That's our hub kit. That's gonna go inside of the prop. Get some of this grease on here. I just got the prop on. I just have to go to the store to buy a new cotter pin, but other than that, pretty satisfied. I'm going to be replacing my seals in the trim system because they are bad. Here's a good quality tool in order to remove the caps. There's two different ones that you're gonna have to use, change all the seals, and I would not recommend using a cheap tool like this. So we're going to be taking this apart. The way I do it, I get two drill bits. They have to fit snug in the hole. Put something in between here, and you want to do it counterclockwise. This comes off, and now we could get to the cap. Gonna remove this seal. I have the new seal. I cleaned everything up. I'm gonna push it into the cap. I gotta put the O-ring on. So we're gonna be assembling the unit now. Screw this back on, tighten it up. We're going to be adding fluid. I'm using Gamma Lube tilt and trim fluid. We're going to pour it into here until it starts pouring out. We're going to put the cap back on, trim the motor up and down a few times, repeat that process, and after that you'll be good to go. I have no fluid coming out after I trimmed it up a few times, which is normal because it gets into the system. So I'm gonna top it off, do it a few times, check it, and we should be good to go. Trim's working great and nothing's leaking anymore. I'm going to be trying out this aluminum cleaner to see if I could brighten up the aluminum on this trailer. We'll see if this product makes this trailer look a little bit better than what it is right now. So I'm finally finished using the product, put a shine on my trailer. Looks almost brand new. Pretty impressed on how easy it is to use it. Pretty happy on the results. I'm going to be removing the sticker residue. It's pretty cooked on here, and I'm using a rubber wheel eraser to remove it. So just got the sticker residue off and it came out looking pretty good. I am ready to move on to polishing now. I'm gonna show you guys the before and after. This is the gel coat compound that I'm using. As you can see, there's a big difference. And if you keep your eyes on these two covers right here, you can't even see them on the other side. I'm just gonna go ahead and do the whole boat now. So just finish up buffing the boat out, and I'll tell you what, it is looking great. Pretty happy on the results. And what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna clean everything up before I actually roll the deck paint onto the boat. So everything is installed in the boat. I got everything reupholstered. The guy who did these seats did a great job. I'm going to leave his information in the description if you guys are interested in using them. The last step I have to do is install the bimini cover, and that's pretty much it. So I'm completely done with the boat. Pretty amazing how it actually started in the beginning and to the end, how clean it looks. It almost looks like a new boat. Just gonna do a little walk around of what I did to it. So with the trailer, I pretty much put all new hardware on here. I put new fenders, I put new wheels on here. Now for the boat, I polished the outside of it. That came out looking really good. New interior paint. A lot of new hardware in the boat, new rod holders and stuff. I got the seats completely redone. I put some sea deck, a helm pad, and also a fish tape ruler up there. Looks pretty good. Got a new cooler in here, 4 speakers, a radio. I also put a compass up there, and I also have a fish finder. And I also put some lights around the console. They're blue. I have 2 transom lights in the rear. And on the engine, I completely serviced it. She runs amazing. It was a fun little project. I'm gonna actually put it in the water. We're gonna do a little sea trial, and we're gonna enjoy it for a little bit. So we're on the boat now. I have my personal captain on here.
I lost a bet. That's why I'm here today. I'm a master captain. I drive yachts, and I'm helping that boat guy out today. How do you turn this thing on?
officially docked here, and now just gonna go out there and get something to eat. That looks so good in the water, actually. It's a nice boat for 03.
Yeah, it is, and for being 17 feet. I think I got shoes as big as that. Okay, we're in close quarters, so let's just see what that reverse can actually do. Basically, I can crab it. Basically, if I had, but it does not have any maneuverability going backwards. But then again, boats are designed to go forward, not backwards. At least that's what the manual said. You want a lesson in boating?
Yeah.
You know what the first lesson that they teach you? Here it is. Don't go any faster than you want to hit something. Let's see how well made this boat is. It actually turns pretty good. Do you know what your second lesson in boating is?
What is it?
Buy Sea Tow or Boat US. Do you know what your third and most important lesson is? Never buy, always use a friend's boat. A real sign will have ordinance and the regulation number at the bottom. Are you that hungry? No, you're not that hungry. Oh, you're not that hungry if you're moving.
It's pretty nice out today.
That's my boat, the Jenny.
So we're just gonna start heading back slowly, and I mean we couldn't have picked a better day. I mean, it's pretty calm out here and you can't beat that sunset. All right, let's get out of here. That was a little fun ride.
Yeah, it was. Oh, it's always nice when you got smooth water.
Oh, we're almost at the dock.
The pressure. Oh my God, the pressure.
All right, well that was a successful trip. Now we just gotta load it on the trailer. Looks like we're out of the water officially. So the boat is finally on the trailer. It's officially over. What a great trip. I had no complaints about this boat. It handled the water pretty well. Pretty amazing on how it turned out from beginning to end. And it's just a great little ride. Any comments, Eric? What do you think about the boat?
Oh, man, I love the boat. I was actually quite surprised. 17 foot of a little 90 horsepower in the back. This thing can get up and go. Felt safe. Good vibes on there.
If you guys are interested in more of these type of videos, please stay tuned and I'll have more rebuilt videos in the future. Thanks for watching.